All righty, guys and gals, this is Blake Morrow, and you are listening to the daily Roundup webinar. Hope everybody is doing well. And I was going to put the video on. Can you guys see me? Yeah, I guess you can. All right. Hope you guys are having a good day. It's interesting. Stocks continue to maintain their bid tone. And, I don't think it's like I was actually looking at the dollar max. I'm a little worried about the dollar max being long, by the way, not too far away from current prices, because remember, I bought as the, head and shoulder pattern. I was like, yeah, I don't think it's a head and shoulder pattern. I think it's breaking out of the head and shoulder pattern. That type of trade. What I'm worried about, though, is that equities continue to stay pretty bid. But looking at equities, here you go. Here's the equity markets. They were just up near their highs of the North American session. They're coming off a little bit, so I'd like to see how they close day. It's a really weird dynamic. I say weird, not necessarily weird, but it's kind of a new dynamic for the markets. What do I mean by that? If we continue to close on the lows of the day, when's the last time we did that? Think about like the invisible hand, if you will, or the levitation the market would do every day. Every day that, at the end of the day, like by the end of the day, it's like equities are at their highs. It didn't matter what happened every day. Equities always ended up on their highs. We've had a change in pace. It's, really over the course of the last couple of weeks, you look at like, by the end of the day, the markets just end up, closing lower. Not every session, but it did happen yesterday. On Friday, it was kind of the same way. And today, it's yet to be seen. But if we close at the lows of the session, that's, kind of a change in how people are approaching the market, where they're selling rallies versus buying dips. And, do you think it's going to persist? Yay or nay? Not too sure. All I'm going to say is I think there's two-way markets now, and having two-way markets is what we, as traders, what we really want. Let's take a look at some of the individual currencies really quick. And here's the euro continuing to trade heavy. I would say the risk now is for the euro to break down, because if you take our previous, we had this little pennant, right? That was drawn like that yesterday. We're at risk of breaking lower. Sterling's holding up for now, but nothing that a little risk off. If stocks close at their lows, sterling would be at risk for moving lower. The Aussie is higher, but we're stalling it. Again, everybody's trading that inverted head and shoulder pattern. I think we're going to be, really, it's going to be interesting if we start getting back below like 73 cents again. If we get back below 73 cents, I think it's going to disappoint a lot of longs. The Kiwi, again, just not really anything going on there. Dollar Canadian continues to trade heavy, but you understand the reason why. Crude oil still is perched above $80. So as long as crude oil continues to stay strong, it's going to be hard for the loonie to recover. But we get back above 125.50, and then things are going to change a little bit for the loonie, in my opinion. US dollar Norway continues to just hold out, and it's just slow going. And you see the dollar max had fallen a little bit due to equities being stronger most of the day, or at least holding up. So, if equities do roll over, the dollar max will probably catch a bid here very shortly. Dollar yen, it's a lot of conversation that we've been having today about the yen, and it's obviously on everybody's radar. It was my chart of the day yesterday. You've got Chris Weston at Pepperstone Securities. He's writing about the yen. You got Brent Donnelly from AMFX. He's our Spectra Markets. He wrote about the yen today. it is just on everybody's radar because obviously we've seen an explosion in the yen. It's melted down dramatically. And so speaking of the conversation, is it a yield story or is it a stock market story? And I have to, go back and reiterate, like I had the conversation with Mark Chandler. If you didn't watch that interview, you should probably watch that interview with Mark Chandler. I think that the carry trade's coming back. I think it's coming back. Now, does that mean I want to buy, pound yen, euro yen, Aussie yen? Do I want to buy those right now? No, not necessarily. But, if equities do come down, like, look, I'm going to draw for you. Just, bear with me as I draw a little bit for you. Like let's say, and I'm just imagining things. Let's just imagine over the course of the next few weeks, the S&P drops to, let's say, 4150. Okay. We do the 161% extension of this move, but probably more importantly, we do high to low or low to high. 161% extension of this move comes down to here, maybe the 261% extension. I mean, let's say we make a move somewhere down here. All right. That's what the S&P does over the course of the next month. Right. So now we're getting towards mid-November and we're starting to see the market finally find a footing. Well, what I imagine would probably happen, like, let's just say, I'm just going to use the New Zealand yen. Okay. What happens with the New Zealand yen is you get a situation where you get it following, maybe some risk off, and the New Zealand yen comes down and finds some significant support down here and allows us to buy, the New Zealand yen, at a better, at a better price, but take advantage of that carry trade phenomenon as we go into the end of the year and see some risk on, if you will. Right. And then you got a good month. You could ride out these yen pairs higher, play short yen, long euro, Aussie, Kiwi, Swiss, whatever. Right. But that's kind of how I'm viewing things. I think that because yields are going higher with most central banks, minus the yen, that we're going to be entering a carry trade type of phenomenon over the course of the next 1 to 6 months. And I think that's how we take advantage of it. Now, obviously, if the S&P goes from current levels and goes down to 3,500, that's not going to work so well, right? This really has to be more predicated on S&P holds well above, let's just call it 4,000, right? So we go into the end of the year and, we're just perched above 4,000. We're trading at 4,100 or whatever, the markets will like that. And that will keep these yen pairs stronger and yields will be probably firmer as well. Jason said, hey, Blake, where do you see support for the Eurocad? I haven't looked at the Eurocad in quite a while. So let's take a look here. Oh, Jesus. That looks like poop on a stick there, Jason. Where do you buy that damn thing? I don't know. Even for a bounce. I mean, it might be due for some sort of bounce. Ooh, maybe not. 142? 142.50? Let me look at a little bit. Hold on, just give me a second. Let me look at a couple other charts. That is a big breakdown, man. That is a big break. Sorry, I've got the yawns. You don't want to get the yawns. You're wondering what I just was yawning. I was just yawning. I guess why that was such huge support here, and I wasn't even looking at it. I mean, when you clear the 38% retracement and horizontal support, it has been a basically 200 pip straight drop. So I would venture to guess somewhere around here, Jason. Somewhere around there. Like, you know, if we got, I'll even watch this. Think about so set up an alert just to think about it. Nick said, hey, Blake, would it be great? It would be great if you had time for explaining carry trades, how they are entered into on your educational playlist that you created on YouTube. Oh yeah. That is definitely, I feel that carry trades are going to be a big component over the course of the next, how should I say, the next 10 years. I think carry trades in the market are going to be a big deal. So, and I think we all will want to take advantage of them. So I will definitely create some videos on how to create, on how to trade those and how to look for them. Sound good? Right. All right, guys and gals. I just want to thank you all for your support. Thanks for being here. I'm going to make sure I take note of this Euro Canadian. Thanks for bringing it to my attention. You guys have a great one. I've got some work I've got to get done. So I'll see you guys in the chat room. Peace.